Actually, I didn't even think about going to Germany and not finishing my nurse's training. I had so little left to do, and I loved it so much. When I first met Earl, it was a night that we were having a dance. That's when I met him, before we went down to the gymnasium where we held our dances. That was on the 27th of October, 1945. We were married in Denver, Colorado on New Year's Eve, 1945. Well, he got his orders. He left the end of February to Tempelhof Air Force Base, right in the middle of Berlin. Earl had gone over on the USS Taylor. I went on the Sturgis, and they were all the same class of vessels. They were battleships that had had all the armament taken off, the cannons and the guns, and so they were riding 18 feet above the water line. And so they just bobbed along, and we just bobbed along with them. Oh, I didn't even care if I ever got to Berlin. I was so sick. When I got to Germany then, it was the 26th of October, one day short of a year that we'd even known each other. So when I got off the train in Berlin, he said, "How do you do? I'm your husband." But then we went to our little house, which was a big house, and we had a maid who was named Wally Grosha. She had been a telephone operator, and Earl gave his briefings from the office to the main headquarters over the telephone. And so when Wally went to work for us, she said, "I already know you," because she recognized Earl's voice. I never felt unsafe. In fact, when the first time I was going to drive from the base back to the house alone, I got lost, and I didn't speak any German. And so I got out of that Jeep, and I said, "Wo ist Tempelhof?" And they say, "Here is Tempelhof." It was a whole area. I didn't know that. I thought it was the base. But and I said, "No, Tempelhof." And they laughed. They thought I was funny. I didn't think it was funny at that time. But I eventually got home. I had to go back to the base and then go home again. And then we were transferred from Berlin to Oberpfaffenhofen. This is a beautiful Bavarian forest. It just looked like a Christmas postcard. Earl was in the Air Weather Service, and it was an important job at that time. And he was called to go to the I.J. Farben building in Wiesbaden. And those airplanes landed every 3 minutes. Amazing. He forecasted all during the Berlin Airlift. We did travel from Berlin to Paris in a Jeep when I was 3 months pregnant. Mother and Dad thought I should come home, but I thought that I should be where my husband was. Everybody was having babies, so I couldn't die. Brad had his first haircut when he was 6 months old in Germany. He was a year old when we came back.